Okay guys, we're going to make some chicken and dumplings here, Granny's recipe. So what we got is some baking powder, some poultry seasoning, which you can use sage if you don't have poultry seasoning, black pepper, salt, parsley, of course flour. And then for this recipe, actually is not Granny's, I'm going to add some chicken bouillon cubes, only because Granny would use a whole cut up chicken in hers and the skin and all, and of course that's going to make a lot more juice. So I have 4 chicken breasts in here. I'll probably only use 3 for this recipe, only because I don't have a pan big enough to make a lot. And there's my 3 bouillon cubes that I'll add to the chicken now. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them in, and then I'll show you how we mix up the flour and stuff to make the dumplings. Okay, then I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of the poultry seasoning to the water there. Then that'll be pretty much what makes the broth. So stir it up, and then we'll just let it simmer until the chicken's done. Should be about 45 minutes or so. Okay, while the chicken's cooking, then I go in and I clean my countertop really good, because you need a clean surface to roll out your dumplings. I use Clorox, spray it down, wipe it down real good, and then I go back over with a clean washcloth and wipe it down twice to get the Clorox up, but it's nice and clean surface then. We got about 10 more minutes on the chicken. So in the meantime, we'll start mixing dry ingredients. Okay, so in the bowl I've got 2 cups of flour already. A cup of flour here. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of the baking powder. Level it out and spread it around, sprinkle it around inside the 2 cups. Pepper, that's optional. Granny used it in hers, I'll use it in mine. And again, I'm going to put in about a heaping teaspoon. Sprinkle it around. Salt, same thing. About a teaspoon. You can always add a little more salt later, and you can add it to your broth if you'd rather. Okay. And then one thing, the ingredient that I didn't add right now, you'll need 1 egg. Put that on there, put it in there, add an egg. Then we're just going to put some water into this. Let's see, I've got about a cup of water. I don't know that I'll use it all. Let's mix it all up and see how much I do need. Okay, kind of mix that up before I put the water in. Now I'm going to pour some water in. You want them kind of sticky. You don't want them too thin or runny, not like pancakes. That'd be too thin. And it might just take looks like it might take the whole cup, so that'll work perfect. So 1 cup of water. Not sure there, that's why I measured it. Okay. You can see it's starting to dough up on me. At this point, you may just want to use your hands. Make sure your hands are nice and clean. Wash them up. Mine are nice and clean. I've used that Clorox, so they're basically disinfected. Okay. ball. This is why you want a clean countertop. Alright, we're going to give it a second while everything gets finished up here. I'll take that chicken out and we'll start the video. Okay, the chicken is done. So you pull it out and just set it aside somewhere. Let it kind of cool off. You don't want to leave it out too long, but long enough to make your noodles. And we'll do that now. So you want to take some flour. Kind of sprinkle it all over the countertop. I know it's messy. Okay. Spread it all out. Put your flour down, put your dough down. Get a little on top and then. Okay. Take your roller. Start rolling it out. Okay, you want it pretty thin. I mean, you can see that's pretty thin because it's going to swell up and absorb the juices when you drop it into the water. Next, just take a knife. You're not cutting deep. You just cut your strips like so. Everybody's going, oh my God, my countertop, but really, you're not putting a lot of pressure in it, you're just cutting them up. So, now you can see I've got my water at a pretty hard boil. It can be my broth. And then all you do is take your strips and start dropping pieces in there like that until you got them all in there. Okay, got all the dumplings in there. What you want to do is stir. We're going to turn down the heat to a slow simmer. Throw a lid on it. We're going to clean up our area over here and cut up the chicken, and we'll add that next. Okay, now while the noodles are all absorbing all that goodness, we're going to go ahead and cube up some chicken. Go cut yourself. I like to give pretty fair size pieces. And Granny would just tear the meat off. Take that and scoop it on into the pot here. Another piece here. I'm leaving that skin on there because it adds more to the flavor. or like I say, I probably won't use it all, just because I don't want that much chicken in this. You can add as much as you want, but I think 3-piece will be fine for the amount that I'm making. That's that. Chicken is one of those foods you don't want to leave out for very long. This is still pretty hot, so just while I was cutting up my noodles, didn't take that long. So I'm gonna stir them all in now. Yeah, starting to thicken up, starting to look like chicken and dumplings now. And now basically that's pretty much it. You can salt and pepper it to taste. I'll take a taste here in a 5-10 minutes and see how the broth is. I may add some salt, I may add some pepper. Kind of do your own thing, but basically that's it. Go ahead and put this on, let it simmer for, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes, and taste it. If it tastes good, serve them up. When you get done with them, they always taste better the second day, but make sure you get it into the refrigerator, because chicken goes south in a hurry, and I don't want to make anybody sick. So just make sure that when you're finished, you get it covered and you get it in the fridge and let it cool down as fast as possible. Shouldn't have any problems. They'll taste great tomorrow if they last that long. Anyways, that's Granny's chicken and dumplings. One last thing I will do, add half a stick of butter, because everybody loves butter. Let that melt in there, and good. That's it.